Hey guys, this is Nick from th10, and right now we're going to take a look at a 2-star in our last war against Big Fun, where we absolutely killed it, and look at maybe how we could have made it a little better. So this attack was by Sven against a pretty rushed Town Hall 10 on the other team. And so let's pause at the beginning and just take a look at the entire setup. So Sven is a pretty maxed out Town Hall 8. He'll be going up to Town Hall 9 soon, and this guy is a super rush Town Hall 10. His highest units look to be those archer towers and cannons, which are, Town Hall 8 style material. So Sven is definitely dealing with building strength that he knows how to deal with. However, there are several challenges to this base. One of the first ones is that the strongest part of this base is over here. Here, that's a very big pen. So he's got all of his maxed out defenses over on this side, as well as his Archer Queen, which is super powerful on its own. It deals more damage than any of the defenses he has on the field. However, the guy's clan castle is on the opposite side, where all of his weakest buildings are. So there were several, Sven did a really good job in this. He did get a 2-star, which is good against a Town Hall 10. But I feel like he could have maybe even gotten a 3-star. So let's take a peek at how Sven started off. Then we'll pause it again in a moment. So Sven decided that he was going to do the standard goWiPe technique of not really luring the clan castle, but instead just dropping his golems, letting the clan castle troops target them, and flooding his wizards in. So normally what we ask for in a goWiPe is what Sven has done. He's cleared out all of those trash buildings around here. Let's see if I can get that. So all of these are destroyed. He's made a nice funnel. All of his troops are going into the center. That's normally what we want. But there are several things that he's done that I probably would have changed. So first of all, he's dropped all of his wizards. So they are all going straight into the core with all the rest of his troops. And that turns out to be a problem for him a little later on. And secondly, all of his troops are going in here. They're destroying all these easy defenses. Meanwhile, these stronger defenses around the outside are just pummeling his troops as they fight their way through all of these defenses. So if I was going to redo this, I might have changed from our standard goWiPe and not attacked from this angle. I would have put my golems and wizards coming in from this side to take out all those hard defenses before getting to the back, or before getting to the town hall. So that way, by the time we got to the backside and we had less troops, then it wouldn't matter as much because we'd already destroyed the hardest part of the base. I also would have lured the clan castle over to this corner and killed it off with a couple barbarians running in, and then just surrounding it with a couple of archers and wizards until the dragon died off. That way, that's out of the way for you, and then once that's done, he can start his attack from this side. So those are things that I would have changed, and finally, after drawing the troops over on the left and starting his attack in from the right, especially since this is such a spread out base, I would have kept a couple wizards in my pocket, just to see where these units in the middle ended up going, and then he could have dropped wizards as needed to help clean up. So that's potentially another way to approach it. Let's keep on going and see how he does. He does a good job of using that rage for double duty, both to take out the dragon and to power through those walls. However, this is where the problem of putting all those wizards in the same place is coming out. because that splash damage, pause right there. So that mortar just fired over to this side, and you can see it didn't do much damage to the golems, but look at all those red health bars from the wizards. Because all of his troops were so close together, the splash damage didn't just target his tanks, it also took out his power damage units, and that spelled trouble for him later on because those wizards are going to drop pretty fast, especially when their tank goes off on the side, and all of a sudden he has very little damage dealing potential left. You can see all the wizards have died off on the top, and he's only got one on the bottom that is gone because that splash damage weakened it earlier. So now he has, I think he's about a minute and a half into the attack at this point, and he has 2 units that can actually kill off buildings on the map. He's got his Barbarian King up here and his P.E.K.K.A. down here, and I think there's a P.E.K.K.A. up in this corner as well. Other than that, he's got nothing. So this was a solid 2-star, but with this setup, there wasn't really a good way to convert it into a 3-star. So from now on, it's just kind of cleanup. Note that really strong portion on the far right is untouched as his units go around and clear up the rest of the base. And so that means that once he gets all that, cleanup stuff in, that quadrant over on the side just absolutely demolishes his troops right away. So again, this was a really solid 2-star against Town Hall 10, even though it is rushed. That's a lot of buildings to try to go through. But Sven has really good technique, so I think that if he maybe changed up his approach to the attack a little bit, he could have easily 3-starred this guy. Anyway, nice job, Sven, and we'll see you guys in a later video.